Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to clear, cleanse this space, all negative and lower vibrations from our mind, body, and soul, home and hearts, placing the white light of protection on us with his blue seal. And we are going to be reading today out of my 3 Ways of Volunteers. It says, "And the New Earth" by Dolores Cannon. And we're still on chapter 1. The discovery of the 3 waves, and we're on the lost Garden of Eden still, and now we're moving on to the 3 waves. So it says the purpose of the 3 waves is twofold: one, to change the earth or change the energy of the earth so it can avoid catastrophe, and 2, to help to raise the energy of the people so that they can ascend with the earth into the next dimension. Estimating that the approximate age of the 3 waves came about while having sessions with many hundreds of people. So again, she does hypnosis, and this is where she gained access to all this information, is through when people are in a hypnotic state talking about this. So it says, estimating approximate age of the 3 waves came about while having sessions with many hundreds of people. They all said the same thing about their present life, and they all went back to the same situation during the session. So I began to roughly categorize them accordingly to their present age. The first wave of the souls in their late 40s to early 60s, after dropping off the bomb in 1940s, now have had the most difficult time adjusting. They don't like the violence and ugliness that the world finds and want to return home, even if they have no idea consciously what that might be. Emotions disturb and even paralyze them, especially strong ones like anger and hate. They cannot handle being around people expressing them. These dramatically affect them, and emotions are foreign to them. They are used to peace, love, because that is what they experience and where they came from. Even though these people seem to have a good life, loving families, and good jobs, many of them try to end things with their life. There seems to be no logical reason, yet so many are unhappy and don't want to be here. The second wave are now in their 20s and 30s. And this book was written in 2011, so this was 14 years ago. So all these people are much older probably now. So instead of 20s and 30s, these people are 34 and 44 years old. So they are moving through life more easily. They are generally focused on helping others, creating no karma, and normally going unnoticed. They have been described as the antennas, the beacons, the generators, channels of energy. They have come in with unique energy that greatly affects others. They don't have anything to do. They just have to be. I have been told that just by walking through a crowd, mall, or grocery store, the energy affects everyone they come into contact with. It is that strong, and of course, they do not realize this consciously. The paradox is that although they are supposed to be affecting people by their energy, they really don't feel comfortable being around other people. So many of them stay home and are secluded to avoid mixing with others, even working from home. They are defeating the purpose. Many of the first and second waves children created karma, and they didn't want to have anything to tie them here to this planet. They just want to do their job and get out of. Many of them do not marry unless they are lucky enough to find another of their own kind. The third wave are now the children, many of them who are now in their teens, so obviously older, maybe in their 20s, early 30s. They have come in with the knowledge needed on an unconscious level. The DNA of everyone on Earth is being altered at the present time and changed in order to adjust to the new vibrational frequencies. But the DNA of the new children have already been altered, and they are prepared to proceed with little or no problems. Of course, many of these children are misunderstood by the schools and are sadly being medicated. A recent medical report has now announced that 100 million children have been misdiagnosed with ADHD and put on other supplements as a result of this. There's nothing wrong with these children. They are just more advanced in operating on a different frequency. Because they are so intelligent, they become easily bored at school. I have been told that this group have been called the hopes of the world. Some of these children are 9 or 10 years old, so obviously older now, have already graduated from college, and they are forming organizations amazingly in these organizations to help the children of the world. I asked them one time why the first wave had the most difficulty. They said someone had to be the pioneers and the trailblazers and the ones to show the way. They carved the path that would make it easier for the others to follow. 555 on the timer. So I'm going to leave it at that. I vary between being part of the first wave and the second wave, because both of them kind of feel like me. But my mom woke up in the 90s, and she, her group of people, my aunt, but I also know somebody else, really struggled with it. Often they were very misunderstood by everybody, and they didn't have social media platforms for them to go on and kind of see what's going on a daily basis. So a lot of them ended up not really making it through, and if they did make it through, they're medicated for disorders or mental disorders or whatever the case may be, or hospitalized, even worse. So it was very difficult for them, but we really have to give them gratitude and thanks, because without them paving that way, then we wouldn't be here elevating at the frequency that we are. So I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.